Have you ever joined a campaign, spent hours of editing a clip, submitted it with confidence, and then started asking yourself, when am I getting paid? Did I miss any rules? Why did my clip get rejected? How do I even withdraw my earnings? Or maybe you're completely new and you're wondering if you can even start because you're from the Philippines, you're under 18, or your TikTok account barely has any followers. If that sounds like you, then this video is exactly what you need. Over the past few weeks, I've received hundreds of questions from beginners asking almost the same things. Some people are worried about payments, others don't know which campaign to join, some have already submitted clips but have no idea what happens next. Instead of answering everyone one by one, I decided to create this complete beginner guide. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to check before joining a campaign, how payments actually work, and how Filipinos can receive their earnings, and what happens if you're still underage, and finally, I'll share practical strategies that can help brand new account reach its first 1,000 views. If you're serious about making money through clipping, I highly recommend watching until the end because every section builds on the previous one, and skipping one could mean missing something important.
That's right. And if you are new to my channel, by the way, I'm Kuya R, and we talk about video clipping, Whop clipping, YouTube automation, content creation, and any other related topics. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video, and you might consider subscribing. And by the way, before we continue, we have our Whop clipping full guide. I think you can see it here, or here, or here. So if you are starting video clipping or Whop clipping, please watch that video. And also, if you want to optimize your setup for tier 1 audience, then you can also watch this video. So much for that. So if you have any questions, make sure to watch our videos. Your questions might be there.
Now let's start with probably the biggest mistake most beginners make before they even submit their first clip. Number 1. What should you check before working on a campaign? One mistake I see over and over again is people getting excited about payout amount without actually reading the campaign requirements. They see something like $5 per 1,000 views or hundreds of dollars available. Then they immediately start clipping. A few days later, they wonder why their clip got rejected. The truth is, every campaign is different. There isn't one universal set of rules that applies to every campaign on Whop. That's why the very first thing you should always do is to read everything carefully before downloading any assets or opening your editor. Let's start with the campaign description. This is where you'll usually find the overview of what client wants. Some campaigns are looking for funny edits, others want educational content, some prefer emotional storytelling, while others only want straightforward clips with captions. If your editing style doesn't match what the client is looking for, your chances of approval immediately go down. Check which platforms are allowed. Some campaigns only accept TikTok, some Instagram, some YouTube, or some X or FB. Never assume that uploading everywhere automatically qualifies. Always follow what the campaign specifically allows. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked requirements: geographic restrictions. Some campaigns only pay views coming from tier 1 countries like United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom or Australia. That could mean better pacing, more engaging captions, creative transitions, improved storytelling, or stronger hooks. The more effort you put into making the clip engaging, the better your chances of standing out. Another important thing is copyright. Just because you're given access to campaign asset doesn't mean you can use random copyrighted music, movie scenes, or unrelated footages. Always check whether the campaign has specific music requirements or restrictions. Ignoring copyright rules can cause problems not only for the campaign but also for your social media account. Now let's talk about clip quality. Many beginners focus on making the video look good, but quality isn't just about fancy effects. Ask yourself these questions. Is the hook interesting enough to stop someone from scrolling? Are the captions readable? Is the pacing fast enough? Does every second provide value? Can someone understand the video even with the sound turned off? These are small details often make the biggest difference. And finally, read the rejection reasons. restrictions. Many campaigns clearly explain why clips get rejected. Examples include low video quality, wrong aspect ratio, missing captions, reused content, misleading edits, or failing to follow campaign instructions. If you already know what caused rejection, you can avoid making the same mistake before you even export your video. Remember, the goal isn't just to submit more clips. The goal is to submit clips that actually get approved, because an approved clip is the only one that has the opportunity to earn. Now that you know how to choose the right campaign and avoid beginners' mistakes, let's answer the question everyone asks after clicking that submit button. When am I actually getting paid? How long does it take to get paid after submitting a clip? This is probably the number one question I receive. And honestly, the answer depends on the campaign. Here's what usually happens. After you've finished editing your clip, you'll submit it through the campaign submission process. At that point, your work enters the review stage. This doesn't automatically mean it's approved. Someone still needs to verify that your clip follows the campaign rules. Depending on the campaign, this review process can take anywhere from several hours to several days. Some campaigns review submission very quickly. Others receive thousands of clips every week. So naturally, it may take longer. Once your clip gets approved, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll receive payment immediately. Many campaigns pay based on qualified views. That means your video first need to accumulate views that meet the campaign requirements. For example, if the campaign only pays for views from certain countries, not every view may count toward your payout. Some campaigns update earnings daily, others update less frequently, and this is completely normal. One mistake beginners make is constantly refreshing their dashboard every few minutes, expecting that numbers to change instantly. Analytics usually take time to process. If your clip is still pending, don't panic. It doesn't automatically mean there's something wrong. Give the reviewers enough time. Submitting multiple support tickets within a short period usually won't make review process faster. If your clip gets rejected, don't immediately assume the campaign is unfair. Read the rejection reason carefully. Many times, it's something you can easily fix before submitting again. Every rejection is an opportunity to improve your future clips. The creators who succeed in the long run aren't the ones who never get rejected. They're the ones who learn from its rejection and consistently improve. Think of clipping like running a business. You don't judge your success based on one clip. You judge it based on your overall consistency. The more quality clips you produce, the more opportunities you create for approvals, and the more opportunities you create for earnings. Now that we've covered how payments work, the next question becomes, once I start earning, how do I actually receive my money? Especially if I'm from the Philippines. That's exactly what we'll cover next.